You know that moment when your sink is clean for the first time in days?
Well, hello everybody, my name is Lindsay. So today I want to take you around my house. After doing my kitchen declutter, I have let things get a little bit out of hand. It's been a few days since I decluttered my kitchen. Things just kind of got on top of me. I got really distracted after I didn't want to do anything after doing my kitchen declutter because it was just, the baby's laughing at me, but it was just so exhausting. Sometimes you just need a break. We went to the grocery store today. I'm going to be doing a grocery haul for the month of November at the end of November, but I'm going to put away these groceries first. I am going to use a new vacuum sealer, so I'm hoping this one will be better than my last one. So I'll have this linked below if you guys want to check it out. If it's something that works, I'm going to test it out right now. So I'm going to be using my new vacuum sealer. So let's get into this next part where I do some dishes and vacuum seal some things and clean up. Let's get into it.
I don't know what it is, but after doing a huge declutter in my kitchen just kind of fell to pieces. And my house, and just I had no energy. I didn't want to do anything. I wasn't really, I was just tired. And so I went grocery shopping. I found a bunch of good stuff that day. And I was like, hey, I need to clean. I need to just get this house back in order. So I started with putting all the groceries away, obviously. That's an important thing to do. And then using my vacuum sealer, I love this thing. It was such a good deal and it works so much better than the one I found on Facebook Marketplace for $5. This one was a little over 20 and depending on the sales, you might be able to get an even better deal. But I wanted to separate my meat that I found. I found this ground beef. I think it was on sale, and I was able to store some in the fridge so I could cook it for lunch or dinner the next day. I don't remember exactly what I did with the stuff I put in the little container in the fridge, but then I put a little bit in each one. I think I did 4 containers to put in my freezer, and I was so impressed with this vacuum sealer. It works really well, and I don't know, like my other one was just falling apart, and I can see why it fell apart, but this one is just nicer. It clicks closed, and I had to figure out the settings and everything, but I was able to put all this meat into my freezer in vacuum sealed bags. I just felt like this was just such a better one, and it was a decent price. So if you guys are interested, I will have it linked below, but don't ever feel like you have to like check out those links. I just add them so that if you feel like you want to have the same one that I do, there you go. And if you are in the market for one or whatnot, but yeah, I love having a vacuum sealer. One day I will get one of those really fancy ones probably, but as for right now, I think one of these is a decent deal for me. This one, I couldn't figure out I think I was clicking the wrong button. I'm like, what am I doing? But yeah, it's super easy to use once you remember the buttons that you need to press, which just happens sometimes. And then I threw that in my freezer and I'm still working through all that meat. So, you know, I eat a lot of meat in this house and I love it, but here I am just cleaning up the counter after and now putting away dishes. There were only a few left. I had started putting some dishes away and then I don't know. I don't know what happened. I think I got distracted. The kids needed me, so then I decided to just kind of quickly fill up my dishwasher. I don't know, guys. I hate dishes and I probably need to declutter some more because I feel like they get on top of me. If I don't do a load a day or 2 loads a day sometimes, then they just fill up my sink. But I think after doing the declutter, I was just like, I am so tired. I don't want to deal with doing all these dishes. And after the declutter, I actually have decluttered a couple extra things from my kitchen. Just things that I realized I don't even need, like those silicone mats that you put on cookie sheets and stuff. I have realized I like to use parchment paper so much more. I feel like that's the season of life that I'm in. I need some disposable things and parchment paper works better for me, and the ones they would sit in my sink forever. So I was like the ones that I can't just throw in the dishwasher, and when I did, I would cook something on it after and then it tasted like soap. So I was like, you know what? This is not worth it. So yeah, because I once made some homemade French fries. I do like just I cut up some potatoes. I peel them because I don't like to have the outer layer. I peel them and then I cut them into French fries and then I throw them in the oven with some Lowry's. Lowry's I think does have a tiny bit of sugar in it, but I really love the flavor and It's fine. I I am the queen of it's fine. I like obviously speaking of, I actually am working on some merch where I have some t-shirts and other things that say it's fine. So let me know if you want to see those. I have been working on it for a while. I just have not gotten back to doing it. I'm excited to share them with you though. I think they're really cute. I need to order some for me so I can show you guys. But I really like them. It has the it says it's fine, and then it has my sister's font that she made for specifically for my channel. She made me a font, and I'm really excited about it. It looks really pretty. It looks really cute. So you're gonna have to see those soon. But what was I talking about? Dishes. I don't know. Yeah, I make those potatoes, but there was this one time that I made them. I think I made them on my birthday, and I put them in the oven. And it like cooked and I was like, I could smell the soap a little bit and it was like, that Dawn Power Wash soap. It was not a great flavor. And I taste one, I'm like, that's kind of weird. And then like I had a few and then I was like, what the heck? This is disgusting. And it was very clearly some soap. And so I did end up getting rid of those after the second time that happened to me. I was like, yeah, done with these. I think I had them too long. By the way, I'm giving Roxy a bath because she had gone outside and gotten all muddy. And so this is what happens. So like you start filming a video or you start cleaning your house and then things like this. She goes outside and she gets muddy and you have to bathe the dog. It does derail your plans a little bit. So you have to kind of just work around that, give her a quick bath. And yeah, so she did smell very good and she was very fluffy afterwards. So it was a plus. But yeah, anyway, I did end up getting rid of those silicone like I call them sill pats. I feel like that's wrong though. They're just like mats, sill mats. I don't know. You put them on top of the cookie sheets to like cook things on them.
Okay, let's clean it.
But
But what?
it's too messy.
It's too messy.
Uh-huh.
Well, let's clean it so it's not too messy. 3, 2, 1.
Ah, and it's clean. Yeah, Dan actually helped me clean that room, and I didn't film it because I just didn't want to. So I just did a quick change. I didn't clean it, obviously. It just magically, YouTube magic, it cleaned itself. But I came back up to the living room. Actually, this was the next day. This is the next day. I went upstairs. I had the rest of that day. I don't know. Like, honestly, things get derailed. I had to bathe the dog, and probably Devin got home. It was dinner time, and here I am doing more dishes. I don't know how many times I do dishes in this video, but probably more than 2 times is my guess. But I did, oh, I think this is actually when I get my sink cleaned out because I was like, I am gonna get this sink cleaned out. Had to take a break because the baby started crying. So I was just talking about how I was going to get this sink cleaned out even if it killed me. So I think I might have done 2 loads of dishes this day. I don't even know, guys. Here I am emptying the dishwasher. I love that I have gotten rid of most of the plastic in my kitchen. The plastic specifically, like the plates and things, especially things that I would ever put in the microwave, and I'm just really happy that I'm working on getting plastics out. I need to work on even more. It's a never-ending task. There are just things that you need to do, and you never get around to them until it bugs the crap out of you and you have to work on it right away. Just like in my office that I'm sitting in currently, I started going through the baby clothes and the kids' clothes, and I started listing some of them on Facebook Marketplace and getting some put in boxes to take to the donation centers. And I just was like, I'm gonna do it today. And then I got a fifth of the way done, and now it's a big mess in my office. So that's always fun. But here I am loading the dishwasher one more time. Guys, did I end up washing all those dishes that are on the side there? Did I do that? I we will see. I don't even know. I could skip ahead, but I wanna see it with you guys. But yeah, so while I was working on my house, getting things back on track, I was just like really focused on it and hoping that I could do it even with the baby, even with the toddler, just wanting to make everything just a little bit better. I was watching a video by Dana K. White today, and she was talking about the 3 levels of cleaning, like of decluttering, of cleaning your house, and the first level is just daily tasks, such as getting the dishes done, getting laundry done, getting things picked up off the floor, throwing away garbage. Those are the daily tasks that you're supposed to just keep up on as you go along. I'm not saying I'm good at it, but that is what you're supposed to do. And then the next step is the decluttering, getting the things out of the space that don't belong there, because you can't really clean unless you have things out that aren't supposed to be there, because if you have too many things on the counter that aren't supposed to be there, if you can't really clean it. Like this counter, if it was covered in stuff, it would be really hard to clean the counter and get it clean. And then the third step is the actual cleaning, degreasing things, making things wiped down, mopping floors, vacuuming like I'm doing here, turning on my floor vacuum, my robot vacuum, so that I didn't have to do all the work. Here's Dan filming it, by the way, in case you're wondering. That is not me filming. It was my little boy. He wanted to film, and there's his little fingers, and he ends up filming me for a minute. He like set up the camera on his little kitchen stool, his learning tower, and decided to watch me for a minute with the camera. I thought it was hilarious. But I was just making some lunch. You can see his fingers and his toes and his legs. Oh, he's such a silly, silly boy. He's hilarious. He, this was just a thing to entertain him for a minute. You know, that's what you do with toddlers. You just do what can entertain them for a few minutes, and then you move on to the next thing that will entertain them for a few minutes. But like I was talking about the Dana K. White thing, where you have the 3 levels. You can't really achieve level 2 without achieving level 1, and you can't achieve level 3 without achieving level 1 and 2. You have to work in that order for it to work well, for the cleaning to be easier. And she made a video. I'll try and link it below. I'll see if I can. But she is just, I love her videos. Dana K. White inspires me. I love her podcast. I watch her videos whenever they pop up on my For You or the suggested, and she speaks to my soul, because she's also a messy person that wants to not be that way, and that's how I am. I have always had a messy bedroom. Growing up, and my house when me and Devin first got married was a pigsty, and just trying to get things to a place where I can maintain it. And then I filmed this video way before Thanksgiving, and then Thanksgiving happened, and I just didn't get around to editing and doing the voiceover. Actually, I edited this, I think, before Thanksgiving. I just haven't gotten around to do the voiceover. And I have a couple other videos that I should be pushing out in the next couple days, hopefully, and hoping that I can kind of get back on top of posting videos as well. But Thanksgiving, just man, that they got on top of me too. You're gonna see my house went a little crazy after Thanksgiving. I need to do the level 2, because I can kind of keep up on the level 1, but level 2 is just, it's hard for me right now. I need to get things out of my house. I have too many items in my house that don't belong in my house, and I need to declutter. I need to do a lot of that. So you'll be seeing my decluttering videos hopefully soon. We're going to be going thrifting too, because I mean there are always things that I need still, clothes for the kids or specific things. I went and bought a few things on Facebook Marketplace that I needed for Dan, because I have to basically I have to furnish his wardrobe. I have to give him like a whole new wardrobe when he sizes up now. I used to get hand-me-downs from my sister, who has a little boy older than Dan, but he's like, their family's short and my family's tall. So he's just sizing out, and he's sizing to the same size as his cousin, who's a year older than him. So he doesn't get the hand-me-downs the same. We'll probably get hand-me-downs for Joel, but I have to kind of just do what I can for Dan's closet right now, because he needs clothes. But there's me dancing after working on the working on all the dishes and getting them done. Yes, this is my nerdy dancing. dance around with me. I felt like a dork, but it was fun. And I was like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to dance because it's important to show that I'm dancing for just like, guys, sometimes it's just good to get up and dance after you've finished a project and celebrate. Celebrate your wins. Celebrate everything that you do. It just feels good. And then here I am doing some mopping with my new spray mop. I love this thing, by the way. I like it better than the Swiffer. I like that it doesn't have batteries and I can let Dan use it, but I can just like, I don't know, it's just, I feel like it works better. But oh, I have to yawn. I'm tired. I'm still working on getting more sleep with the baby around too. Oh, here Dan wanted to show you how to do it too. He loves using this mop and I just, I feel good about it and I can say that he uses the spray in it and it's literally just water and vinegar and a little bit of Dawn. I use some of the power wash and it just, it smells good. It feels good in my home. So that's all I can say. And so we mopped the living room or like all of the hard floors in the main area and then Dan came in and mopped the bathroom floor for me. I think I ended up doing it again later because, toddlers and mopping bathroom floors. And then, oh, I guess I didn't go back and do dishes. This is the last part, and I was catching up on the laundry. I feel like I've been behind on laundry, but I started watching that new Christmas movie with the girl that plays Blair in Gossip Girl, and I was like, I'll watch this. It's called Xmas. It's like these two people that had been fiance and they ended up spending Christmas together after she had broken off the engagement because he said he wasn't going to go home, but she loves their family, loves his family, so his family invited her when he said he wasn't going to be going home. Anyway, so and then he ends up, surprising the family and then she's there and of course they fall back in love. I mean, why wouldn't they? That's just how that works. Change of heart and all that, but I thought it was cute. We ended up finishing that movie. So I started it while I was folding this laundry 2 weeks ago, and then me and Devin watched it last night, finished it. So I was able to actually finish a movie. That was great. I have been watching because I'll turn on my phone or like on the TV sometimes I'll turn on New Girl, and I have been watching that. I'm getting close to the end. I think I'm close to the last season. And that always is sad. And then me and Devin have been rewatching Parks and Rec, and we're definitely on the last season, and that definitely makes me sad. So I'm still, I don't know. I watch a good amount of TV and movies, but sometimes it's just good to watch a show by yourself and then not finish it because that's what happened while I was doing this because I was watching that Xmas movie. Anyway, I don't know. What are your favorite Christmas movies? Because I would love to hear that. My favorite Christmas movie is A Christmas Story. Ugh, it gets me every time. You'll shoot your eye out. You'll shoot your eye out. You'll shoot your eye out. And then, have you ever triple dog dared anybody, to lick a freezing flagpole? I have not, but, I've watched the movie where they do that. It's just funny. And yep, so here I am just catching up on the laundry and putting it all back in my closet because man, does it pile up sometimes. I can get to it and then a couple days later I have 2 loads of laundry that's needing to be put away and I'm like, I just did that. I just put away laundry. It never ends, guys. But that is one of the layers that needs to be done. Just one of the first things. I try to keep up on most of the stuff, but it's just hard sometimes. Oh, this week we did get Joel's bassinet out of my room, and that made my room feel enormous. Here I am just folding socks as well. But yeah, getting that bassinet out of there makes it feel enormous, but now I don't have anywhere to put all the clothes when they're piling up because I was just sticking them in the bassinet. Oh. But I hope you enjoyed this video. It was really fun to film and just kind of get things put back together and it feels good to see the sink clean after a couple days of not being clean. But I hope you enjoyed this video and I will see you in the next one. Bye!